Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Douglas Dunn.
Cheers. This is a lockdown idea, by the way. You really do need to present with a beer. I apologise in advance for my speech, and if anyone finds threesomes, ketamine, or any of those types of things offensive, then I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to have to deal with the real issues, and that's what Tube Did specialises in. I'm sure the slide's going to move any second now. Great! Okay, so from a very early age I realised I wanted to combine sex and drugs not only in my private life but also in my professional life. So I went to see the careers advisor, and she said that if I wanted to stay on the right side of the law, probably the best way to do that was research. I haven't got much to say on this slide anyway, so it's okay. I have to say thanks to Channel 4 here because they've let me show these results. 55% of teens said they've been off for drugs, but how many actually accepted? It's coming up any minute, I know, so come on. Okay, so very respectable actually, only 16% of people. When I showed those results at BBH and at Mother, they nearly fell off their stools. I'm not sure quite why that actually was, but on a serious note, we're seeing lots of anti-drugs activity from the COI, which does seem to be taking effect. And also we're seeing something called straight edge, which is happening. Very odd. Not drinking, not taking drugs, not smoking, and no promiscuous sex, so that's probably most of us out. Also, is that on? Yeah. So straight edging, I could do a whole thing on straight edging, but we're on to the next slide now. So we were really disappointed with those results, so we decided that we'd go back on holiday onto Ibiza, because we thought we'd probably get some more newsworthy results there. And we did. It's absolute carnage still, you'll be glad to know, even though things have changed a bit. And I get really pissed off because people say to me, yeah, youth researcher, wicked. Ibiza, yeah, really good fun. You try organising anything in Ibiza. take Jamaican time and triple it. Even John's more punctual than these guys, and I had many people running away from my focus groups because they were just too spangled. Which leads to these results. 58% would take drugs in the next week. That was a lie, it was 100%. 39% would take drugs most evenings. That was a lie, it was 100%. But it enabled us to get some really good data. And of course we zoomed in on the real issue. What drugs are you into, guys? Ease and coke, yeah, passe, whatever, we all know about that. Ketamine, a horse tranquilizer, fantastic. So when you take ketamine, often off a key, it's called a bump, and it's also affecting music stars as well. Minimal technos come in because of that. Basically, they can't dance, so they have really minimal music. Okay, so basically, cheap shop, and it got us in The Guardian. We got Channel 4 off the back of that, big result. And this piece kind of featured as well about how rock's taken over Ibiza as well. Sex. Great. Obviously, we asked young people how many sexual partners they thought they'd have whilst they were in Ibiza, and 42% of men hope to lose count of them. That's really usefully laughing. There's a bit of a gap. Okay, how much did they actually get? No surprises, they were pretty unsuccessful. So only 5% actually did lose count. A couple of lads I went with were those were involved in that statistic. Of course I abstained. Great, yeah, didn't really know so. Threesomes. What survey would be complete without discussing threesomes? I'd just like to throw this open to the floor because again I'm struggling for time. How many of you guys will admit to having a threesome? Come on, don't think about it, put your hand up. No one? Bob, come on. Steve, come on. Okay, Fiona. Right, oh, great. And of course, because we focused on sex, the sun picked up on that, which was fantastic. Chinden was mentioned, I was mentioned, and my mum was very chuffed that there was my name and 3 pairs of breasts over that, and she does tell the neighbours, which is nice, you know. Okay, threesomes again, going back to these teens. What is going on with the teens? Okay, so 66% still think they're acceptable, but it's going down. And that's worrying. Also, one-night standards, and that's worrying. So I'm going to talk to the COI. I really think they need to implement some sort of strategy to reverse that trend. So what the fuck are they doing? If they're not taking drugs and they're not thinking threesomes are acceptable, well, unfortunately, it's not good news, because 50% have friends who self-harmed. We're also seeing websites out there where you can actually buy designer razor blades to cut yourself. Next slide, I'm ready. Okay, so appearance is their key concern. Again, this is quite worrying data. Big increases in the amount of people conforming to body stereotypes, so stopping eating to lose weight seems to be in vogue, as well as making themselves sick. Ooh. Okay, just to finish up, just to get you lot hip, you can tell your kids that you're cool. Nang. Nang means good. We got laughed at when we told Unilever that, but luckily 2 days later it appeared on Coronation Street in Hollyoaks the same day. So the brand manager phoned back up and commissioned another project, which was fantastic. And Merc as well. Merc's not a great word because it means kill, but it can be used metaphorically as well. So I Merc myself, or Arsenal Merc Middlesbrough, you can use it how you want. Also, some of this recent gun and stabbing stuff is down to the Merc Den crew from London town. So that's it really, and hopefully that was a little walkthrough, and I think we should always do 20 seconds per slide. Pitches, debriefs, the whole lot. Thanks.